The Bucks didn't lose Giannis, they threw him away, and I'm going to prove it to you. BetClutch.com, the best sportsbook and casino bonuses, over $3,000 in bonuses waiting for you. BetClutch.com, link in the description. Let me set the scene for you. The Milwaukee Bucks are mathematically eliminated, 13 losses by 25 or more points, a franchise record, by the way. Giannis requested a trade not once, but twice. And the organization had a handshake agreement with their franchise player to move him before the deadline. A handshake agreement. And then they did nothing. That's not bad luck. That's organizational malpractice. Here's the part that should make every Bucks fan furious. Ownership sat down with Giannis, looked him in the eye, and said, "We'll trade you." That's what a handshake agreement means. And then the Miami Heat came in with Tyler Herro, Kayla Ware, multiple players, and draft picks, and the Bucks said no. You know what they wanted instead? Evan Mobley from Cleveland, the same EVN Mobley who didn't even play 65 games. They wanted a player who was ineligible for awards for being hurt too much as the centerpiece return for a two-time MVP. That's not being shrewd, that's being delusional. Think about what Miami offered. Tyler Herro is a 25-year-old scorer averaging 24 points a game. Kel'el Ware is a 21-year-old center with elite length and a mid-range game that's already drawing comparisons. Plus picks, that's a full-blown franchise rebuild package for a team that finished 31-47. The Bucks turned it down February 5th. By March 28th, they were eliminated. You had your parachute, you threw it away, and you're mad you hit the ground. Now here's where it gets personal, and this is the part that genuinely makes me angry. The Bucks sat Giannis after a knee injury in March without his agreement. Giannis wanted to play. He refused to shut down. The team overruled him and kept him out. And because of that, he played only 36 games this season, a career low, which put him under the 41-game threshold in his Nike endorsement contract. The man lost money because his own franchise benched him against his will. You want to know why there's an NBPA investigation? Start there. Now, I know what some of you are going to say. Cal heard Giannis was hurt all year. He only played 36 games. Maybe the Bucks were right to want more. Let me address that directly. When Giannis played, the Bucks went 17-19. When he didn't play, they went 14-28. Still a losing record either way, sure, but that's a 14-point swing in point differential and the difference between a play-in team and a lottery team. And the reason the roster around him was so thin, because Doc Rivers' messaging alienated the locker room. Kyle Kuzma got benched, a DNP coach's decision in the middle of a season where the team needed everybody. This was a dysfunction factory from the top down. Here's the bottom line. Giannis Antetokounmpo is still averaging 27.6 points per game in his 36 appearances this year. The guy is 31 years old, in his prime, and has a $275 million extension on the table. That extension is a decision about trust. And right now, Giannis has zero reason to trust this organization. They broke a verbal agreement, they cost him Nike money, they ran off their best players around him and replaced them with nothing. Saying Giannis should stay in Milwaukee because they paid him well is like telling someone to stay in a bad job because the break room has good coffee. At some point, the environment itself is the problem. Mark my words, unless the Bucks fire Doc Rivers, clean house in the front office, and come to Giannis with a real plan this summer, he is gone. The Timberwolves are interested. The Warriors were in conversations. There are destinations. And the Bucks are going to end up with whatever they can get in a fire sale while Giannis plays deep into the playoffs somewhere else, making them look even worse. This was avoidable. Every single step of this was avoidable. The Heat deal was right there. They just had to say yes. Don't forget BetClutch.com, over $3,000 in bonuses, link in the description. That's my take. The Bucks didn't get betrayed by Giannis. They betrayed him first. Drop a comment if you disagree.